Hi everybody, this is Peter. This is going to be a tutorial video for one part of the Rinkside Hockey sports board game published by FTP Sports. Today I'm going to be focusing on the pre-game checks, which involves seeing if the goalies are going to have a normal game, a good game, or a bad game, and how that affects the shot, the save process. And I'll go through an example of that, a couple of examples of that, and also the pregame part about what the level of officiating is going to be and about the enforcers. So we'll start off with the goalie check. So basically, what you're doing is you flip over, looking at the right 100 number, and we get a 16. So if this number is less than 20. Less than or equal to 20, then it's possible that the goalie is going to have a bad game. So what you do is you flip over the other card and look at the 100 number on that card, and it's 56. And you compare it with the goalie's rating, 44. So 56 is greater than 44, and this number is less than 20. So that means that Hasek's going to start the game with a bad game rating. And I made these little labels for myself to remember that. So that's what that means. So let's check the other goalie, Patrick Waugh. And in this case, the number is above 20, so it's possible that he's going to have a good game. So look at the other number here, 82, and 82 compared to Waugh's game rating is 37, so that's above, so he's just going to have a normal game rating. So let's just say, for example, that we drew these cards instead for Waugh. 58 is above 20, so it's a possible good game for Waugh. And 11 is the number, so 11 is less than 37, so Waugh would start the game with a good game rating. So now I'm going to go into some examples of what that means, how that affects the goalie shot process. So say we're getting into the game now, and Joe Sakic on Colorado is going to have a shot on the net against Dominik Hasek, and let's just say it's a quality shot. Let me just check the numbers here. Yeah, a quality shot, or a high. Let's say it's a high quality shot. The bad game rating just means that we're only going to be looking at Hasek's high quality shot save rating, 87. If he was having a normal game, it would just, depending on the shot, the low quality shot or high quality shot, you use the respective rating. But since he's having a bad game, you're only going to be looking at the high quality shot rating, so there's much greater chance of goals being scored on him. Okay, so we draw the number, the shot number for let's say Sakic's shot is on target, and you're just drawing to see if Hasek makes the save or not. So the number is 97 out of 100, and that's greater than 87. So that's a possible goal. So you have to draw one more time and check the blue number against Hasek's great save number here, 3. And it's the blue number is the 20 number. So 19 is above 3. So Hasek does not make the save, and it's a goal score for Joe Sakic. Okay. Okay, let's just go through a little different scenario here. Let's say this is Sakic's shot is 97 again. It's above Hasek's bad game save rating of 87. So we're checking the D20 number, and the 20 number is 1. So that's within Hasek's great save rating, so Hasek makes the great save. And because he makes a great save, he would no longer have a bad game rating, he would just have a normal game rating. If he had he would just bump him up one level. So if he started with a normal game, he'd go up to a good game. If he was at a good game and he makes a great save, it goes up to a very good game, and your team also gets the team also gets a momentum bump out of that too. Okay, so let's look at Patrick Roy and see what the effect of this good game has on his. So let's say Miroslav Satan has a shot on net and it's on target, and we're checking against Roy's. Let's say it's a quality shot, and we get a 99. So that's above Roy's quality save rating of 93. So that's a possible goal. So we're going to be checking again. We're going to be checking the D20 number against his great save rating. But because he's having a good game, we're also going to be checking against his big save rating here, his first big save rating, which is for a good game. This one is for a very good game. This is for a great game. So we flip the card. Whoops, sorry. And we get a 5. So 5 is not within his great save rating, so there's no great save, but it is within his big save rating. So Roy makes a big save on Satan's shot, and there's no goal. So it's just an extra check against the goalie, and because he's having a good game, he has more of a chance of making the save than if he was just having a normal game. Again, if he makes a great save, he got upgraded to a very good game. The next time he would have shots, and if the shot was out over his quality shot, or his shot, one of these ratings, and you're doing the D20 check, you'd be checking for very good. You'd be checking the number would have to be more than 10. And if you got up to a great game, the number would have to be above 13 in order for that to be a goal. So there we go. Yeah, so that's how the pregame goalie check works, and how it affects the goalie save rating. Okay, another part of the pregame check is to see what the level of officiating is going to be, and simply just draw your card and look at your 100 number in the middle, 42. So if the number is between 21 and 80, I believe it is. If it's from 21 to 80, then it's just a normal level of officiating. Let's see if we can get a different number. Okay, we get 0-1. If we got a 0-1, that's 20 or less, and that would mean call it tight. And I'll explain what that means in a minute. And if it's the number is above 80, then it's let them play. So that's tied in with these colored boxes at the top of the cards. So with normal, if 2 or 3 of the boxes are colored, when you're going to check for a penalty, that means that's one condition of the penalty happening. If the other is of course, if the penalty number is equal to or above the player's penalty rating. If the number was above the player's penalty rating, but you only had, say, one colored box here, and then was normal officiating, then there would be no penalty. If you're calling it tight, that means any number of colored boxes have to be colored in. So it'll be 1 or 2 or 3, and that would be calling it tight. So that makes sense. There's going to be more penalties called. And for let them play, the only time a penalty would occur is if for this part of it is that if all three boxes were colored. And the only other thing you're going to be checking before the game is whether the enforcers are doing anything. So it's just checking this number here, the 100 number, and if it's less than or equal to 35, then the enforcers are going to be fighting the first time they're on the ice. And I forget offhand what it is that identifies the enforcers in this game, but anyway, that's how it is. So anyway, that's hopefully that explains the pregame checks for the goalies and the referees and the enforcers. So stay tuned for more videos about Rinkside Hockey, and thanks for watching, and see you later.